Welcome back with another deck showcase, and this time we're using a finale on a tournament which is CTG 2024 S2. This time our build is built for tournament, so we're using Send-Off in case we encounter Bloom deck or decks that summon a lot. Also, we're gonna play this seriously so that we can win and get that card back, which is the Chasap. So let's go.
No rest for the wicked.
So I think we're gonna summon and then let's force a Lyney summon 2 so that we will be able to do a overload by the end of turn. And as I can see, opponent uses probably a jet engine because opponent's character only has 2 energy to burst, which makes jet easier to trigger. Same time, opponents started using Sunyata, which increases jet stack. So I'm pretty sure opponents uses jet engine. And now for our turn. Oh, luckily we get a gilded. And we can force another summon here. So by activating Yayoi and equipping the Gilded, we can cast Props Arrow and summon a Green Malkin. By end phase, opponents will be switched back, although the Seahorse has Summon Protection. And with that, Oz will only deal 2 damage when overload occurs, and I think I'm gonna switch to Nahida by the next turn since Goba will deal 2 damage and can easily kill my Lyney. Although Lyney can heal, but as of now it's not advisable to use it. Okay, so switching to Nahida, and probably I will use the Lyre Song to get a Gilded, since we will be able to trigger a reaction on Xiao or Xiangling in case opponent switch to Xiangling. And now opponent switch to Seahorse. So I think I'm gonna force. I will still force the Tahata so that during end phase we will be able to trigger at least 1 Seed of Secanda, and with that we can kill Seahorse if opponent didn't switch, but I'm pretty sure opponent will switch. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to Fischl to trigger a Quicken. Will opponent just allow us to Quicken? Let's see. Oh, so opponent doesn't want us. But I'm gonna switch to Lyney. And I'm pretty sure. Oh, so opponent still switch to Xiao. Opponent doesn't want to keep the Varanara, but let's see, I'm gonna switch to Nahida, and I don't think opponent will stay on Seahorse since we can easily kill the Seahorse if opponent switch. Okay, so now the opponent keeps on switching, and probably if opponent gonna burst, I think I will use Lyre Song here to draw a card, and hoping we will be able to get one that we can use for the last remaining dice. So triggering a Quicken here. This And we can use a gilded again by the next turn.
Prepare to be
I
amazed.
think I'm gonna sacrifice Lyney here, so that I will be able to trigger the Ito card by next turn, so that we will be able to gain additional dice. And I think opponent cannot burst with Seahorse now unless opponent use a quick switching card like Leave It To Me or Catherine. Oh, in case opponent decide to stay on Shangli, I'm gonna burst with Nahida on Shangli, killing the Seahorse, and if we got lucky, we will be able to kill
My show.
Shangling 2 on the same turn using Fischl, Summon, or Nahida, I guess. Nahida Tahata. Let's see. So now we have enough dice to do a Tahata killing Seahorse. And think I'm gonna use the Fontaine card too, so that opponent will not be able to use Foods or Ito card and doesn't surprise us with any. Okay, so with that we recover 1 die. So 2 dice from Gambler. Okay, so opponent 4 sabers with Jet. So what? Yeah, I think this is GG since opponent cannot heal. No use any event cards. And with that,
Useless.
it's a GG. So I'm gonna use a burst since this is tournament. Yeah, so opponent don't quit on tournaments.